The country now, the latest song when we say person they hear now, that man say, and the song when deaf man hear before he become deaf, that be latest for where he did. And the only song when we say they hear now, that be the matter of insecurity. How, if you feel here insecurity for Nigeria, our country, what you go fair come in your mind, Zachary?
You know, we growing up for the late 90s and early 2000s, what did we fear where we now armed robbery? That time, our parents go they tell us story of how it was possible for you to sleep outside your house.
Yeah.
You go.
No, I don't sleep outside my house.
You know, say me never reach that level.
No,
now.
outside my house. So around 2 o'clock, come wake us.
Don't wake you 2 o'clock.
Maybe cold, can't do.
I witness and small like this.
Okay.
You go, they'll put big mats. Everybody go sleep, and then they'll wake you. All of a sudden, we can't discover. At that time, fence no day house.
No.
We can't. We na flower that they use to demarcate compound. All of a sudden, we can't discover and say, you know, coffee sleep outside again. Now where you sleep, now they'll come mash you enter. Before you know, that time they go for thief soup, thief rice, thief everything with gun. Now we can't they know what they call armed robbery that time. Before you know, everybody can't they build total fence. You know, because I am making reference to this because I go tie them to how it can later turn out to be. The kind of people where we say if problem day, instead of us to find a solution to that problem, all of us are looking for ways to dodge that problem. So now we can't take metamorphosis enter, it can't turn to armed robbery. Before you know, small time, it can't turn to kidnapping. When it starts initially, now rich people that they kidnap, they go target rich businessmen, they go target sometimes politicians, sometimes big lawyer. There was one big lawyer where come from, where me and you come from, where they carry that time. They will collect money from their hand. That one come the day. We still never agree say this matter get solution. What the big man do? Big man come apply for police. Most of the big men where you see now, both for Edo and elsewhere, they call the get police escort. Now he come metamorphose say it can't turn to general kidnapping. You know, for when you play card, they go to the called general market. As they put am for ground like this, you go must collect, you go collect. Everybody go collect. Rich man where they get police and where they take flight now, come be like say that they save. As soon as it come turn to general market, now you go see say they not even they target private car again. They go target public bus where carry 16 people. Carry the entire bush, they go from inside that bush they negotiate. Then for the north, we can't get wetin I go effectively call terrorism, because any group of individuals wey gather to challenge the power of the state, they are a group of terrorists. From there for the east, we can't get wetin they call unknown gunmen that are known by the government. I say they are known by the government because na only the people no fit tell where they dey. If me now write something against the government for this TV or yap the government as I sit down here now, they don't know my house before the end of today they go know my house. They go send letter to invite me. But unknown gunmen go hold rifle, hold gun, hold this thing. Then they go they do what they like. Government will tell us that they are unknown gunmen. So me no believe in the concept of unknown gunmen. So terrorism in the north, unknown gunmen in the east. But again, the icing on the cake can be the ones where can take them to a despicable level.
It should be that one again. They confuse me now.
Okay, no verse. I know say this one now one where our parents go take here and so we take the talker.
Thank you.
They can't carry and go level where they say human being no supposed behave rich.
Okay.
Because in war, they always say leave women and children.
Yeah.
For Ukraine, when one starts, but media start to fly. The Ukrainian government say all the women and children are free to go. But as a man, you must remain, because it is the job of the men to defend your home and to defend the country. Kidnappers can't leave men. They can't focus now on not just women, they can't focus on children. Children where go school, go learn book, they go there collect 300 at once. That one, Oyibo they call despicable. No human being is allowed to behave like that. But in all of this, government get through. And I believe say in the course of this conversation, we will discuss what government.
Okay, thank you so much. My brother, you see the way to talk. I tell you when we say yeah, security, all the things we say come in head, now be all of this one. No be news again say the country not be secured. Or say most everybody they fear and all of that. For your own, we can't hear the other time say the president of the US, he come out, he talk and say, as this matter be, we won't come make it be say, yes, say we can't do one or two things to make sure say, yes, say the country, say those they talk their own, oh, say genocide or no genocide for one religion, one faith, it been targeted and all the rest. Maybe that I want to talk. I want to put on generally. You know, understand? So when he can't talk like that, say in the come and all of that, you feel say he get the right to come here, come start say welcome to that country. Don't forget Nigeria and a sovereign nation.
Okay, my people first agree tonight again. Una
But
good
one
evening.
small before you
I
call
know people na agree tonight. You know, my normal slogan be say "Wahala is there."
If they
I go talk say the English. This guy say go school. The English is there wrong. And to what the waiting Zekeri talk, you know that we have them in the north. We have them also in the south and in the Niger Delta that time. When
Yes,
they start,
the day for Niger Delta.
Niger, they call the militants. That one, they go, they grab Oyinbo people. Say they start, say they are, what do they call them? They are oil well, they only take care of them. That or not, they had their own reasons. So, though even the Boko Haram were there for the north, all those guys, they do this thing. So, they say now because of Western education, that has been the argument. But however, come to the issue where it concerned within Donald Trump, that's what they call him. Yeah, no, Donald Trump, but they always say that they have this philosophy, America first.
Yeah.
And anywhere they go to in the world, any place where they enter, they want to make sure, say, now waiting they talk, now will take place. Recall, when Donald Trump just come on board, now I talk about so all these retroviral drug for HIV patients, I think they support people for polio. Say one band down. He just talk about Nigeria government run up and down. They say, hey, we know how we take sustain all these people. However, as a country where they say they get plan, that's always tell people now, if tomorrow now, goat come become, sorry, I use that language, somebody know if it's at any level, it come become the place of America. The American dream is there to implement. But in the case of Nigeria, we don't have. A government will come, maybe after those 8 years, come out, and that government will come, it go dissolve whatever. The country, they get another master plan where they get ahead for Nigeria. So, for me, Donald Trump, when he made that statement now, yes, they have the fundamental right to say, because they have interest. America, no, they go where and no get interest. And because they have
interest now to protect the people.
No, I'm coming. Like their own country to make themselves the superpowers of the world. That is their own major interest. Nigeria now, with the exhibit that kind of behavior before in Africa to claim that we be the superpower.
Africa,
yes. You understand that in Africa, now, if you recall the issue of Liberia, they get some brigade for them, and they call us, say Nigeria, we go there now, spend our money, do everything for them. South Africa too. Now so we go there now, do so many Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone. Now so we go there. But at the end of the day, upon all the things where we do, South Africa, they use us, they laugh. Ghanaians, they use us, they laugh. Even those from Sudan, the US.
Because the cloth one they wear and according to Shita Masrad.
Yeah.
They use
No matter the cloth they wear now. They get right to tell us because now our leadership, our government has not shown any kind of purposefulness. Say they know what they do for us. Okay. We are complaining that we don't have money. We are complaining that terrorists are attacking us. Every day go here for radio, maybe in the morning, Nigerian army were able to dislodge Boko Haram, maybe like 2 camps. In the afternoon, they go, yes, say that they technically dissolved 3,000, 1,000 Boko Haram people. In the evening, you can't hear another news say Boko Haram don't attack Nigerian army. They don't go their camp, go attack, they collect ammunition from them. So you can see what is going on. So America has the right to say, but however, Nigeria is a sovereign country, and America cannot just say they want to come and descend on us. Just because we get Agbada cloth now, fine cloth now, but we know where you wear and no value, and rather they carry the Agbada cloth, the rub ground. So what do you expect if one body not to get mental issues to do to feed that particular cloth? So America has the right to do that, but the Nigerian government has also failed their people. Don't forget, now just that pronouncement, it never deploy. Pronouncement now, Nigerian government run up and down. Even they send team, they go to the parliament, the American, they go, they beg them, say, I beg go, see, we have every right now to do whatever we're doing. And again, they don't want to even deny, now they pay me pass. Forget about whether they kill Christian or they kill Muslim. The issue is that people are being killed, and the government is denying. What happens today now? If you watch the kind of condolence messages now, the only thing they change is just the date and where that accident for happen. It's the same story. Government is on top of the situation. The question is, which on top of the situation? If we do not take our time, make I just land now. If we do not take our time, at the end of the day now, no African countries now no go able to give any kind of single respect. Our green passport now may not even have value even within the country, even within Africa. Ghana do us something one time where they say make all Nigeria come out for Ghana. Whereas now we drive Ghanaians come out for Nigeria with their Ghana must go back where we design for them that time.
We give them the bag now because they call them Ghana must go back. The rest that kind of thing. But one thing when we see I see for this Trump, this is somebody talking and say whether Trump come or you know come or you don't conscious say the international community that they watch all the see or countries they want to see they happen concerning security. But I want to make you look at the Congress for America. They take upon themselves to discuss even up to yesterday now. They discuss about the security issues for Nigeria and the rest. We know they see that kind of robust discussion for inside our parliament here. You know, understand? Now it be like say, we know they feel I be don't want to say yes, they think no they reach their body.
The Nigerian big man, like I did tell my senior brother when before we start the program, I say when Titanic they sink, for the top, parties still they go on. Make people go watch that film. You see that aspect when Titanic don't they enter water like this. The top people were still having a big party. Musicians still they sing. Now there we dey for Nigeria. Nigeria they go down. We don't hit the iceberg. We don't they collect water. But the people where they the top, which are VIPs, they still they dance. They still they party. No, you see, like what you mentioned about Donald Trump and then the U.S. Parliament statement. There is this thinking, and it's supposed to be implemented for Nigeria. In fact, it's in our laws. If you get children, you know if you take care of your children. Your children are constituting nuisance in the environment. They are hurting other people and hurting themselves. The government has a responsibility to take those children from you and put them in social care. It's the same thing. As a country, if we are not able to take care of ourselves, we will be called a disgraced nation like Donald Trump has called us. It is the job of the Nigerian government. It's not the work of our government to take care of our country. You see, this country is not hard. Do the needful. Don't negotiate with terrorists. Don't negotiate with bandits. You see, the repentance for bandit is between the bandit and his God. The job of the government now make it send that bandit quickly as possible. Go meet his God so that he go repent with his God. No, the Nigerian government cannot play the role of God by asking bandits to repent or negotiating with them. You don't negotiate with criminals. In fact, as a U.S. policy, they don't negotiate with terrorists.
But wait now, part of the system, maybe when we say what they say now, people just say make we change service chiefs. We don't change everything, change, right from the time we feel remember. Yes. Even up to now, say we will come get new minister when we say they in charge of defense. Yes. When we say Christopher Musa, yes. When we say he did it, and this when we say just come in now. He talk and say the era of negotiating and paying ransom to this thing is over. But somebody talk and say, talk is very cheap.
Talk is cheap.
So what will be the guarantee? Say this kind of man, you don't go still go back to what he be say talk. Maybe today we do the sit tough talk.
No, I want to believe that they don't gradually they wake up. You know, we know
people don't show interest.
Yes, people don't show interest. The international community don't show interest. Even if what Donald Trump talk to some people no correct. To me, he correct but even if to some people he no correct. The fact is that there is a problem there.
Okay.
And your job is to fix that problem. I don't want to see, like I always say, my own family self, we are equally divided among Christians and Muslims. Okay. So I don't want to see a Muslim die, neither do I want to see a Christian die. Yeah. So if anybody is not dying, people no go get anything to talk about. There are many countries in the world that have a mixed population of Christians and Muslims. So if nobody they die, no problem. Then say okay, the government don't fair do this, they don't change service chief. If woman no sabi cook, even if you give her 100,000 take a pot of soup, the pot of soup no still sweet. Yeah. The question is, you sabi cook? If you sabi cook, like our mothers will say, even if na igoloko now you take do the soup, it will still come out. Yes, even if it's not that expensive, but you must let chop. But if you know sabi cook, if you use all the chicken in the world, take cook the soup, the chicken not still work. So it's the same thing. I believe now the president don't they begin to try to put square peg for square hole. Okay, don't they put right people for the job. Christopher Musa, the new major general where they just appoint as Minister of Defense, now square peg in the square hole. But if you still look that ministry, the Minister of State for Defense, now only WAEC he bring come.
Okay.
Matawale. So it's public information. So I know they cast as
Okay, no,
so the question is, which credential now? Minister of State for Defense is supposed to work with Minister of Defense, right? Which credential the Minister of State for Defense now gets to take work with the Minister of Defense, who is eminently qualified, who is a Major General retired, who is former Chief of Defense Staff, who knows the job.
Okay, no problem. Because if they look at when the man come for the National Assembly, when they screen and he talk many things there. I say go make and say yes, say don't go pay ransom again. I say go make and say this. I say you want to probe because the team when they come, the soldiers say they want to work at times, but order from above will come. What be this order from above when they say yes, say they go, when they say yes, say they do this kind of thing, they say they want to work, but order from above will come. Who be this order from above when people know they know?
Okay, you won't ask me that one. I'm not sure say me go fit answer that one. I'm not go fit at all.
He talk and say yes,
I'm not go fit at all because
he talk and say you go probe am. Make you know how it be because see the one when it happen for Kebbi State now. They say they there. Later they just come make all of them come out there. Less than 20 minutes or so when they take come out, they don't pack everybody come out.
Make I just first start for that way talk about the House of Assembly for abroad.
Okay.
For America and Nigeria. You look at how they elect those people go there. Was it that you did for her, they come call one leader because now my slot. So now you, maybe now whether now white you get to, I mean now you be criminal, they'll say you call occupy. Most of them in the House of National Assembly, NAS, National Assembly, whether not in the House of Reps, some of them, if you look at their background, they have not ever been, they don't get that kind of people-oriented thinking or philosophy. They get one leader tell them where did they go. That's why it surprised most of us that time where we say we talk about inflation, poverty and what have you now. The federal government now went ahead to buy Prado SUV cars, 150 million, give all these legislators. Whereas even some party where they say no, they are mass oriented now, they even accept them. And those kind of people now want to go to fight for us. Record the same National Assembly now, Senator Shomole, His Excellency, talk that time say, these kidnappers now, they know where from, even Ndume, now I talk, and these kidnappers, government cannot see that, they don't know them. From years ago now, government said they get a list of people they finance terrorists. The question is, who is deceiving who? And look at the last one.
Name them? Why don't they shame them?
That is it now. Who won't do them now? Now, if you look at what just happened recently for that Kebbi matter, troops were going, advancing. They say other come from, who be the person who were called? Recall the House of Assembly last week raised a motion that they want to find out who be the person. And I thank now for this current Minister of Defense, when he was talking to the National Assembly, say, what you want to do? You thought they want to find out who gave that order. The question is, who is fooling who? For me, I don't see anything too different in what Christopher, Major General Musa is coming to do. Not at all, because one, let me use our station now as an example, ITV now. How many people know say now Chief Igbinedion now get here? Very few persons. Because it gives you now the management free hands.
So
go ahead. I want to communicate. Do your job. But now you have a thing whereby, for example, now you go feed it. If the army officer won't do a job now, before you know that they'll call out, no, we not send that one. Make I give one instance I mentioned to you before earlier. Yesterday I met one soldier. I don't want to mention the name now, you see. I just meet the guy for me. I'd like to meet all these soldiers. Make we console them and say, when they try you, now go do. I get the guy say, what did they find for this place? Say, he can't prepare papers where he won't take disengage from the Nigerian army. Now, say, young man like you, no one become chief of Major General.
So if you rise to the position of chief of defense,
he said, you know, he has spent 18 years, but what he don't see was in Maiduguri from 2019 to 2021-22. So everything he don't see, he feels that as if he's survivor, he needs to resign. You know, and get the legal way used for army. He said that he don't disengage from the army or so now. So he can't claim himself. Then unless they go Abuja. I said, why now? He said, no. He talked on where he talks. He said, the Nigerian army now get all it takes to squash and destroy and bring to nonsense all these kidnappers. Because he gave me an example. Say, Nigerian army, UN don't describe it as the best infantry in the world. In terms of not to go inside bush, waka, they sabi them. When they go to Liberia, they came back and they won. ECOMOG, now we champion them. Then the guy going to say, what is now happening? How many of these bandits we get? It's just that what they're saying that now, they want to make a shock when they won't come up. They say, they get one mission where they go. For their battalion, they're going to be 700. It reduced to 500, later to 350. When they won't go, they normally they do analysis to know the strength of their opponent. It told me that they go know the kind of equipment where they go carry. They go now their Oga their commander can say no. It's some equipments now where we say they did very powerful. They no carry them. They when they carry all those where they do two. Whereas the bandits so now the one and they get now. So when they go there now, forget it. Now, so that when they meet them, after they don't expel all their own bullets finish now, the armor tank where they carry to now, the bomb, everything don't finish now. See all this Boko Haram come face them with their own submachine gun they carry for shoulder. You say that very no say, man, see and see dead. But say no nothing just happen now, someone they just feel disappeared. Now, so they catch 5 of them. They can't negotiate with their oga. Say, fine, what happens is that you give us 5 people, you give us the gun, then una armor trucks, when they carry go there now, they go carry them. So now they just settle, maybe they feel come. So you can imagine, recently on social media, you go see Nigerian army soldiers and say, sorry, I beg, we don't come out, look at the problem you are facing. So for me, there must be a sincere commitment of government to attend to this situation. Because if you look at the amount government is pumping in, only yesterday, the Senate, the Federal Executive Council approved 100 billion naira. Say they won't take, go, they do training and what are going to come. The question is, who is benefiting from it? Okay. And I wrote a paper some time ago, I say, issue of kidnapping, terrorism, it's an emerging enterprise in Nigeria. That was as far back as 2016. Now I talk about, then emerging, now business. You go here say the kidnap person, they release them. Then our beautiful Nigerian police especially, they will say, when we had the gun battle with them, which kind of gun they want to go battle Boko Haram people?
What are they here? They say, sometimes you go here, say they say they rescue this person. I know go school. Not saying you speak grammar just now. You can't use one word there. Despicable. Yeah. Have you? Yeah. I still remember that one. So you see, they rescue somebody. Some what do they call them? What do they call them? Some kidnapped victims for the hands of some of this thing. To rescue something for something. Let me say you go. You get something.
Confront somebody.
Confront their engagement.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, they go engage. They go rescue people. We not go see one person we see their arrest. We go see for social media now, maybe Zachary, as they talk now, say if you talk Socrates now, before you know to the airport, they will catch you for your house. They know your house at that kind of a thing now. Yes. Before you reach out, they don't wait for you for your house, say, make you come at that kind of thing. They know these people. You go see some of these terrorists.
These modern bandits, they get not be bandit terrorists.
Okay, you see some of them.
TikTok.
You go see them now go see them now for TikTok, for social media and all of that. They're going to talk, but no everything they will give them as ransom. They will display them, how they do everything and that kind of thing. Yet they only see those kind of people, they hold. The question now be say, when somebody like you now put something for social media, or call you now say, Zachary, that's when you be say before they go drop them, go remove her. All the people when they put their own for this thing, when we say they do there forever, why they know they drop their own? I've been not true when we say Abacha talk, say if this something don't happen for over 48 hours, this kind of thing don't happen, say government for the back.
Of course, there is a Phoebe. There's another even angle to that. The simple answer to your question is yes. There are people in this country, and if you go Abuja and you go to some part of the north, you go see them, who have formed an economy around the insecurity where we get for Nigeria. There's an economy of insecurity. Any place there is crisis, there is economy for it. You hear all those Gaza where they hear, people are benefiting from.
Yeah, of course.
Ukraine, the quantum of weapon when NATO don't send give Ukraine alone, it passed Nigeria budget for 50 years. It's the same thing with Russia. They are fully in a wartime economy. People are benefiting. The military-industrial complex is benefiting. Nigeria defense budget for the last 10 years is 15 trillion. So you say that is more than education, health, and not infrastructure. Education, health, and the economy combined.
But you know, see, there's nothing too much for your security.
No, there's nothing too much for your security. There's nothing too much for your safety. But again, sometimes by trying to security, you are invariably fueling it. Otherwise, how the bandits they get the kind of sophisticated weapon that they get? Weapon is not cheap. It's not cheap.
Somebody say you go see some of the bandits there. The gun when we say they carry. If you set them, they never reach the gun.
The gun is bigger than the bandit when they carry. And the entire life saving is not reached by the weapon. So some people are feeding off it. Another aspect of that is our natural minerals for the north. Yes, we will talk on.
Okay, no wahala. That one we say you talk about. That be the mining when we say with
the mining. Yes.
The cost wahala. We go talk about all of this. After we take this very short break.
Okay, no wahala.
We go with drink water so that the throat go clear where we have to talk all of this matter. The program we say the words so now daughter the heart of the matter. How we look the matter when we say concerning security. When we come back, we go open the lines, make you say you calling. You can see what you say we talk. My two brothers sit there here. Jude Obasomi, I go say welcome again.
Thank you, sir.
And my brother Zachary Idris, I say welcome again. So we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, we'll open the lines after. You will see the number there, so you can call in and be part of this program. Don't go anywhere.
TV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbede Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawo Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation.
Welcome back, and the name of the program now, Daughter, the Heart of the Matter. With the look, the security challenges the NBC we get and how we will tackle them. See the look at how we will come back to how we will tackle them later. And before we go that break, my brother Idris, you talk about this. You can remember when the Northern governors, about 19 of them, meet the other time. You see what you say they want. One of them they want, we say, made them stop all forms of, I don't know how to qualify them now, of mining, or whether they qualify the kind of mining, but they say illegal mining. Now I may say some illegality they happen here. We know people just see food and they leave them when they go. My brother Musa said, you tell me the other day, say Nigeria don't become one kind of country. Now a country when they describe it as country of active crime scene.
Yes, now
and you they see them, say they happen. Not what we say
if police arrest you, you go station, go pay bail money. Now crime. So the organization that is supposed to fight crime is committing crime.
Your bail is free.
No, that they collect.
Okay.
People them go argue with you for this one what I talk. So
Okay.
I'm friends to them, so if I talk and they know say not true, I talk.
Okay.
But to stay on the issue, mining in the north na another fuel for kidnap. There are places in Niger, if you dey farm, you go farm good come out from ground. Kaduna, Zamfara, parts of Kebbi that are rich in gold, in lithium, rare earth, what Donald Trump they call rare earth metals.
Yeah.
Nigeria is rich in it, even part of Osun. There are people in Kogi, they see if they Google map, this one why they talk, as they talk, so you can go and check. You go if you go use Google Earth, you go see airstrip for Kogi. Kogi no get airport. You go see airstrip for Kogi, where plane they land, they take off, they collect our rare earth where they for Kogi. So all those ones too. Now part of what is the fuel insecurity, because those people that are mining illegally, I don't believe they are. In fact, a senator say former army generals are part of those who are mining. The senator representing me and you in the National Assembly, I talk am. Okay. So not be me they talk am. You know say small thing I dey vex these people where they government. So may they face themselves there. So that is all part of it. Part of what is fuel insecurity. Then another aspect what we say I dey think of recently. There are at least 1/3 of Katsina State, they under the control of bandits, local government there. Most the state institutions have collapsed. The local government administration has collapsed. Of course, now governors collapse, but that one no kuma they work pata. The question when me they always they ask if part of Borno dey with Boko Haram, part of Aniswa, part of Katsina dey with bandit, part of Zamfara dey with bandit, the local government wey dey those areas wey no dey function are receiving at least 1 billion a month as allocation to the local government. Who dey collect the money and wetin dey use the money to do?
I'm talking about that one by Babagana Zulum, the governor for that place.
Yes.
For all the money we say they collect as security fund, that be they call security vote. He say make we resort to prayers and this thing. But at the end of the month, and national fast, at the end of the month, they go sit to say, may they give an security vote. But what is he doing with it? Make it hang.
You no go fit dey chop allocation. Make me dey pray. They no dey pray. You cannot pray bad government away.
Okay.
One of the things where prayers dey solve many problems. One of the things where prayers no dey solve na bad government. There are 2 ways to deal with bad government: vote them out or force them out. Like the philosopher said, the philosopher president of the United States, if government make peaceful changes impossible, they make violent ones inevitable. We pray that they stay on the side of peaceful.
Okay, you see one thing when we say they baffle me. Right from the days of even before Goodluck Jonathan, if I'm not mistaken, Goodluck Jonathan time, enter Buhari, even till now, you go to hear the word say some people they won't be say they get harm for Boko Haram. Some people they won't be say they get harm for terrorism. Some people won't be say they for this. They say they dey for our government. You don't understand? How make you look at they dey for this government? Now they feel they name them. Not if they drive them come out. Why be say this? I mean, people do when we say they see get power past commander in chief. When we say person don't go feel. Me the thing they make me they wonder. So I can't ask myself now. In this case now, these people do for inside your government. You don't feel drive them come out. How we want to come do? Especially when you don't forget say they tell one man that time you can't work. When we see for social media, say the woman say no go work for the government unless 1 or 2 things happen before you say you feel work. Take out from them, brother Jude.
You see, when these Niger Delta militants, when government can't engage them, part of the thing they say they go do for them, but that one, those that won't go school, they go encourage them. Those that won't go learn trade, they go encourage. Those who learn some skills, they go encourage. Even if it means traveling out of the country, they go do them. That was the agreement there. Now, they consult different committees in the survey they can rehabilitate these militants in the Niger Delta. But in the case of all these guys, bandits, terrorists, or whatever, in the north now, part of the negotiations before the connect was that fine. By the time they rehabilitate them, those of them who agree to join the army will be recruited. And you know there's a mentality that goes with these people. Every say now forget it too. They can just say like what you said now, say repent and now with your God now. They just repent for the purpose of baby no can arrest her, no can go deal with her. And some of them were fueled into the system. And maybe not forget to there's a linkage, it's a network. Some of them now don't enter inside government and they have the fund and they even sponsors some of these House of Assembly, National Assembly members. That is why up to today now, they haven't say anything concrete. All they just believe in to see how best they can provide this fund to say they are putting to defense. So if you look at the way the government is now, I must confess, so they don't even own up that these guys now have been able to take over government. Just that the president is just there just talking now. How can you imagine in like what you said now in the community now, other bandits are not the one collecting taxes from the people, and there's a government that collect revenue. That means that there's a major disconnect between the government and the people. But yet nobody is seeing all that. Every day on our newspapers, they keep telling us we are defeated them, we are defeated. And tell you this
no, they say we have neutralized them.
No, we are they use the different terms now. We have neutralized, we have recovered, we have recouped. So many slangs. And they use. At the end of the day now, the number is still increasing. By the day, and billions of naira is being pumped to that sector, and without us having anything that is measurable to that amount of money that is going there. So for instance, believe that it don't take where we get it wrong. By the time they agree to give those guys that kind of palliative options of joining the army, most of them are there now, and forget it. They know where they come from. And again, these people now, you see, person where one can't thief your property, now you put high for that your property, pass you where you go. These guys have an agenda to ensure that, okay, they collapse the economy. They collapse the economy so that they can't be in charge. Let us watch this pattern. If you look at the Nigerian map now, now from the northeast, they start from now. Gradually, they enter the northwest. From there, they come to North Central. Now, they try to go to the southwest. Through Ogun, Ilorin, and what have you. Now, they are over there now. Now, because of what is happening in all this southeast, they are finding issues. By the time they are able to go round, maybe they enter Calabar, enter Port Harcourt now. they will now push all of us to the middle, and eventually they will take charge. So for us to believe that where they for made it missing and the kind of unnecessary consideration they give to them, pay the country your property with gun, you go meet and you go beg her, you carry money they give her.
Some people they come all the time, they'll talk and I say, no worry, people when they kidnap, we know how to reach them, we know how to negotiate them and bring them back, we get freedom and that kind of thing. But you go ask the question, when they carry 300 and something people, go put for one place, not be small place, 300 people go stay.
Yes.
Now big land mass, now be that one, maybe they go stay.
To carry them, so there's a logistical implication.
You understand? Somebody now they carry them go, people now they carry them go. Because at the end of the day, they'll catch one small person, they can say, okay, this person now one of the, let's rehabilitate this person. Don't be somebody they sponsor this person. Why be say they sponsor, they will know they get them. Now only people that when we say yesterday they do this, then we say yesterday they go catch one or two. And when they catch the enter position of that kind of thing, they go give them amnesty or that kind of thing. We'll come back to all of this, but don't forget the lines on the open. I mean, you call in 080 77 77 0300 080 77 77 0300. The number we'll put on there, and the number be that one make you be say you call in, make you hear Betty, we go talk. We'll take one or two calls, then we'll come back, we look which solution we get now, because now the problem now be say we just talk. So how we go take come up for this one when we say you go call Quagmire. I don't say you call her. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello? We dey hear you. Carry on.
Thank you. My name is Oboede.
But blessing you talk come out too.
Okay, my name is Oboede.
Oboede.
Yes.
Okay, we dey hear you. Carry on.
This is spiritual they look at.
Okay, no way to go there, but the blessing will call us back. We will bless you. We'll do one or two technical, this will take care of one or two technical things. They will continue. Stay with us. But we could look at the solutions, my brother. Zachary, okay. Now you, make us start with.
No, I'm going to quickly talk one way I talk just now.
Talk one thing.
Only one sentence. Okay. Not until they provide to Nigerians the officer who gave that counter directive for the military men to withdraw. For Kebbi State.
The man talk and say, yes, we go see him. Say, that be the first one. He say, you go first do. Say, you go probe. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. We dey hear you. Okay, my brother. The solution now, because don't just call out the problem since how we go take come off for inside this wahala when we be say we dey. But after this call, hello, good evening. Bless you. What is your name, oh?
My name is Prince Ero.
I better reduce the volume for television. I beg you. Sorry.
Okay, my name is Prince Ero. My brother, what you know they talk? We dey hear all of them. You know understand? What you my dad, my brother talk just now, na the truth. People wey dey inside government, they sponsor them. Well, all of us we know, we everybody for Nigeria, we know say that they sponsor them. But who talk and come out, everybody dey fear.
But now you dey talk so now.
Yeah.
Now you they talk so now.
Everybody know. They know everything. You know my brother look me so. You know the person. The other one will know that they do.
I don't hear your voice.
I said every one of us will know saying that social there. They inside the government, they sponsor them, we know.
Okay.
All those go when they show for social media, when they carry me. Not be money they buy when they see money they buy those go. Not be they sponsor them. Everything, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother. Prince Ero, when we say you call. My brother Zachary, you don't go vex. You know say that if they know they there to watch us, we not go fit do anything. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What is your name? Where they call us from?
My name is Dumeta Monday.
Dumeta Monday. I better reduce the volume for television. What can't come on there? You don't already dey on.
Okay.
So what they just did there is say the government they just they just because they play game. There's no way they happen and they don't want to do but to me I just believe that one day God will decide their case. If there's a civil revolution in this country, which I believe will be the solution, I think they will learn their senses. Not the government, they know what will happen.
Okay.
I'm going to say, look at that way they kick up on state daddy. Then look what will happen for schools. Then one of your man there was talking about the way they are going from northeast to northwest for North Central. Now they then went southwest. Who know what will happen tomorrow? But I just believe say one day maybe the civil revolution I go end the whole day.
All right, no wahala, but you know, say we no round revolution for this our country. We want make we solve matter, make it no be like say na revolution. Don't say my brother talk and say one American president talk at that and say it go good, make we do things peacefully, make it no be like say violence. Now we can't take change.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I better just the volume on for television, I beg.
Okay, I've done that.
What's your name? What will be your name?
This is Leroy, calling from Benin.
What is your name?
A guy called Leroy, Leroy.
Leroy.
Yes.
Okay, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, carry on.
Like what I would say, you see this, all this their crime, they are committing, all these bandits, them, they know what they are doing. Like the all these leaders, they have hand in everything that is happening. We are just like a bait. We are just like a bait in our own country, which does not make sense. You understand? Which does not make sense. They know what to do. If they want to stop this right now, they will stop it without thinking twice.
Okay.
But it's just what they benefit from. That is what they are after, not other Nigerians being.
All right, thank you so much. You see, what in say they talk now. All of us don't they talk about the causes and the benefit in quote some people they get from it. But now, how? What will be the solution? What do you feel?
I think nationally, there needs to be sincerity of purpose.
Okay.
That one means say our leaders are supposed to talk truth. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Whenever they talk truth, now be most of the problem what you say we they get like this. So I go expand and further. Recently, the president give order say all VIPs should give up their policemen. Let them return to their various commands and provide security for Nigerians, which is the right thing. People say they criticize the president well, but for the first time, I saw a policy of the president that I think is right. Problem.
But the question I go ask, how many people don't go? Because that's after 2 or 3 days when we say Mr. President talk about it. I see one man for SIJR. Now Abuja demand is still.
I see one
today. He enter town.
Yeah.
He come with 2 horses.
Or police.
Only him. The family no deal with nobody. Enter town. He spent 2 nights for Benin. He come out, go back with the same set of people. Go back to Abuja.
Now,
so how is that
I
possible?
said today, sef, me don't see police attach themselves to private individual, in this case, a pastor.
Okay.
So the point I am making is that if the commander-in-chief fit give order and police leadership they flat the order, we are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Police where don't they used to AC, whether they serve turkey or wife they serve and turkey, all of a sudden you say make him leave that AC, that turkey and that allowance where they get from VIP where they protect, make it go bush, go fight Boko Haram. You are creating a problem. We have a police force that is commercialized. Now the highest bidder. In fact, people where they come for 30 December say if you get 80,000, you feel they get police every day for every day till you come out daily. I not do I never carry before. Now what did they talk? Me can't talk. Now, sincerity of purpose, people must go back to their originally defined duty. Again, the salary we are paying our security agents now we are pretending they pretend say we they pay them, and like I always like to say, if you pretend to pay your workers go pretend to work for you. We are pretending to pay our police and our army and our navy and our immigration. That is why them too they pretend. Police now go tell you say we are the police, we are taking care of the area, but for my area here we get vigilante where we they pay for the area get police station. The vigilante now they protect both us and the police.
Okay.
But the area. No. So make I need to rush on. So that one.
I will come to you.
Yes.
No worry, we see the man. We still get more time to play with. I want me to see meet my brother. For you now, we don't see many issues when we say we don't talk now. How we could take come out? Which language are you just now? And this boy tell me how we take come out for the quagmire.
No, this year, like you said now, there has to be sincerity of purpose.
Yeah.
If even meet to this afternoon, I will see 3 big men for where I go. The policemen about 4 now they follow them they work out.
The big man when they talk about no police officer I be.
Okay, more console ourselves. More console ourselves. So saying a police officer. So the police officer know where more console ourselves. But however the question, how can the president of the country if they give her respect? This is not the first time. Recall when he just came on board, when President Tinubu came on board, he gave the same directive. Later the country say those who need police escort or security make they apply. What happen? That means that policy of government actually failed. Now they call it bring. And for me, the government now, they just feel that let us keep Nigerians busy. If you watch now, every week there must be a new narrative. Donald Trump will come. The next talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Now we are talking about what they call the issue of kidnapping. So every week now they keep you and I busy.
One day, one drama.
They keep us busy. And Nigerians now, many times now, we are carried away.
So how will take solve this one?
Solve this one. In addition to what you said, that there must be sincerity of purpose.
Okay.
Because now God has blessed Nigeria.
Nigerian government.
Government must show they are never serious now. Because
to.
Now, how can Nigerian soldiers leave Nigeria and go to another country where they don't know, they don't speak their language, they don't know the territory, and yet they come out victorious? Do you mean that when they go over there now, they are allowed to actually come and exhibit their talent and use their skills to fight? So there must be sincerity of purpose. Because if that one is not there, then they're not going to get it right. And again, too, now, like what we are planning to do now in Ekpoma, in our area now.
Now one, you don't take. Now one, they let you take. We'll come back to the two. Hello, reduce it. Hello, good evening. Reduce the volume of television, I beg you. Reduce the volume of television, what can come on there?
Nigeria and human being. Only solution to solve this problem is to call American president.
Okay.
We call Nigeria because the quality of Nigeria is too much. Because human beings, they wicked more.
Okay. That man say now get load for the car for you they help and we don't ready to carry our load. When we say other people can't help us. Thank you, my brother Monday, for NBCSA for that your suggestion. We don't get time plenty. We want to rush and before we call to the last one from there. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Call me back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. I say, you say smart pikin, they don't get issue. Okay, noted.
No
wahala. I know time, but I'll call you back later. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope I will call you back. Oh.
Hello?
Good evening.
I go to boss.
Yeah, what will be your name, oh?
Good evening. My name is Mila Isinedo.
Mila Isinedo. Okay, what do you want me to know? Would they hear you now? Carry on.
So, the news when I watch just now, guy, the news when I watch just now, America don't know all these people. They don't give us the list. And they tell us in our UAE they give them money and their ammunition.
Okay, now that the news when you say you hear, so if like say yesterday the war said, not before Nigeria said, now international team, they don't want to know how it be say yesterday they go take Duam. Before I go take our last words for this program before we come on, let me tell you this. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, what is your name? Where they call us from?
Good evening. My name is Austin from Benin here.
Austin, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Talk to us.
I beg, my brother, the issue of the security for Nigeria, it baffles me because not only the South and the West for this and for the get power. So it happen for Kroma, for Delta, they deploy those soldiers we do in Nigeria go there. Why they don't deploy those soldiers, go Sadisa for me, they go flush all those criminals out.
Okay.
Is it a bad thing for us to be in Nigeria?
No,
to be together?
Not be bad thing.
I beg, Mona talk to all these people. They don't take order from the president. They're taking order within themselves here. Right. They don't get power to do anything again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What could they round up now? You know, say if I take one, you take one. We will take because it's secondly. Before you come to that secondly, make I meet my brother.
Another aspect why, like I know anchor that point. If you pretend to pay people, they will pretend to work for you. Policeman, a constable or police, they pay 100,000, or a private Indian where they pay 100,000. You are pretending to pay them that money. They buy, you know, even they buy drink for expensive restaurants.
Somebody say who corrupt, don't be the money.
No, the money they buy. So I think, in my opinion, no member of the armed forces should earn less than 500,000.
Sorry, we can interject. Seriously,
I go remind you.
On top of that one, in Edo, make we call localize them. I believe say by now all the entry points in Edo State should have what is called a security corridor, a joint task force of all the security agencies, a built-up place with scanners and everything to make sure that whatever is coming in and out of Edo is monitored.
Thank you so much, my brother.
The number of entries entries to Edo State plenty well. You organize task force now. They collect pogri, they collect money from people. I believe, it's not the amount you pay the police officer. Is there any officer now, any civil servant now that is properly paid? As a lecturer, according to they pay very well now. I know we go class, go teach. Every work where they do, they say make vigilante, all those security, private, if you get gun or whatever, make return account. Now, they are high, do not deal with them to protect their community. So it's an appeal. Opportunity or no, but make sure community members are not take ownership because now, government be like, say the matter don't press them
thank
too
you
much.
so much. Let's not here be the right place when we say we go for anchor. I go thank you so much.
Thank you,
Zachary, when we say you come, I'll tell you say congratulations.
Thank you very
for
much.
21 years. What thank all the people that when we say call into the program, Prince Ro, the Meta Monday, Leroy, Monday for Ekawan Road. We thank you. Isimedo, we thank you. Musa, we thank you. Even Austin from Benin, we thank you. My name now Thomas Ado. Don't forget to ask at start now what to end. Now song where deaf man hear before it become deaf. Now be the latest song when they sing. Now good evening.
Certainly the best.
Welcome to Youth Perspective on Independent Television. I am Joy Obaisiago, and as you know, on this special program, we talk about societal issues and then we'll look at them from the youth perspective. And today we are looking at the topic, breaking the siege of silence. I know you're probably wondering, breaking what silence? Yes, breaking the silence of abuse, the need to decenter the culture of abuse, and how survivors can actually overcome any form of shame. This discussion can be very, very triggering. That is a warning right there, and also very interesting. So stay with us. And when I say stay with us, I have here with me Naomi Agbonlaho. Thank you very much for joining me today on this program.
Good afternoon, Joy. Thank you for having me.
And I also have a very handsome man here with me. You know, I'm used to this one, Momo Lawa. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Joy, inviting me to your program.
Talking about abuse, you know, when you look at it, you see that there are different aspects. A lot of persons do not really understand abuse. We have physical abuse, we have emotional abuse, and you know, it might also interest you to know that, you know, neglect can also be an abuse. And today we're going to look at abuse. What does abuse really mean? A lot of people don't understand, and how can we actually, you know, see these signs? How can we understand that, okay, this thing that's happening around here is actually abuse? Naomi, what is actually abuse? How would you define abuse?
Okay. Thank you, Joy, for the question. For me, I would say an abuse is any force that you have on someone
it can be controlling, either mentally or emotionally, or even physically, overpowering someone, compelling them to do something they don't want to do, is an abuse for me.
Oh wow. Mr. Momo, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I think she said it all. Any act that intends to, control or harm or intimidate another person, whether it is physically, emotionally, or mentally, one can also call that an abuse. Yeah, so that happens sometimes even in a relationship with people, even at the workplace. Abuse happens every now and then. It could come in different forms. It could be a form of maybe unwanted touches. It could be talking to people in ways that they do not even accept or they wouldn't like. So that's different forms of abuse and how they can happen in our real life.
Yeah. So let's emphasize, because I'm very interested in sexual abuse.
Okay.
You've talked about treating people in a way that they don't really appreciate to be treated. So let's talk about sexual abuse, because some persons will be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to have a conversation with this person in terms of having to have a relationship with this person. At what point can someone actually recognize that this has gone beyond just me having to listen to this person and trying to see that this person wants to do a relationship with me?
Okay.
At what point do they really, recognize? Like I said, what are those signs? Those signs, like physically, can you just break it down for us?
For me, I think in a relationship, when you now see, it may come in small forms. I mean, when you see someone that is trying to control what you wear, where you go to, who you are with, how much you even spend, it could start very small. Well, sometimes it can, go in a big form, and then it becomes an abuse. And you say, at what point does somebody now say that this is an abuse? For me, I think consent generally is the line here. So when consent is abused, or rather ignored, or is not even considered, maybe you talk in the workplace. Let's take a workplace for example, and you're talking to a female colleague, and maybe I'm talking to a female colleague, and I hold her hand in a certain way that she said, I do not like this. I mean, she does not give consent to me holding her hand in such a way. I should be able to respect that and say, okay, I'm sorry, I apologize real quick, and stop doing that act. Stop. It also happens with even male folks. So sometimes the abuse is always shifted to the female gender. But for us, male, sometimes a lady may just come and want to hold you or touch you in certain ways that it's not what you like. It's not your thing. So you can just quietly tell the person, I don't like this. So for me, when you now see signs like someone is trying to be controlling, intimidating, it could also be verbally, saying things that can intimidate you verbally, trying to abuse you, or even, sometimes they may even bring this whole abuse in form of a joke. The harassment can come as a joke, an insultive joke, but then it's people are now, it's just a joke, but then it could later now move into full-blown abuse.
Talking about consent, and how can you actually reconcile consent and verbal abuse? Because that's something that you cannot, looking at it in reality, you think to an extent, can you actually control that? Naomi, you want to add something to that?
Yes, for me, I feel you can actually control your consent. Like you said, if someone is touching or talking to you in a manner you do not like, you have the right to say, I do not like this. Do not touch me. Be firm with your yes and be firm with your no. Let your no be your no. When you are saying your no, don't say, no, Joe, don't touch me again. Let you start, be firm with your word, no, I do not like this. When you are firm with your word and in the manner and approach in which you pass that message to the person, if the person is sensible enough, the person should be able to tell that, okay, fine, this particular person do not like this, then I should stop.
You want to add something?
I'm just adding to what she said, the no part. Sometimes this no, I've seen a situation whereby the no was not even pronounced, it was not even said, because this victim was scared, was astonished, was shocked that, did it just happen? Why would this man just, tap me in my butt? Did it just happen? So before the victim is even saying no, the person may think it's something that the person liked, that the lady liked. But then that fear that person is able to speak up at that time does not mean consent. Okay, it does not mean that person actually likes what he's doing. So it's always good to have clear communications to understand. I'm sorry, I was walking past you and I mistakenly tapped you. I did not do that intentionally. and all of that. Maybe the lady can say, no, I like that, don't worry, it's okay, it's good. Then that is consent. So it's no longer abuse. But when that is, taking, oh, thank you very much, I really appreciate that. You should understand that this person does not really like such an act or any play of that kind of form.
Oh yeah, that takes us past the strategies. So yeah, moving forward, if you are to be in a let's say that let's say we're not the victim of this particular situation now.
Okay.
If you are to be in a setting where things like this happen, let's put ourselves, now we're the society. How do you respond to that? If you see that a lady or probably a man or a guy is going through some sort of abuse, do you think that society has the best response to things like that so far? Momo.
Okay. Currently, society does not really help. I want to say that from my own point of view, society is not really helping so much because people tend to, instead of, understand this, the case or whatever the victim is saying, instead of just listening, people tend to judge. So it's always good to listen first and, be proactive before you now start judging. People start asking questions like, and what was she wearing in case of rape? What was she wearing and why did he or she not shout? Because it also happens to male figures. So why did this person not shout? Why did the person not report on time? Blah, blah, blah. So we have many reasons why society, failed. But I'm going to just say this. In rare cases, we have this accusation, or when people, make false accusation on people. And then that victim, that person that is now being victimized, if this also it doesn't only affect that person that is, being falsely accused. It also affects the real victims out there of several kind of abuse, because now it's now very difficult for one to actually believe any story that may come out because of these rare cases of forced abused people that come around and say that this was happened to me and this did not really happen to them. So that is maybe that may be a reason why society is tend to always trying to pick, but that is not enough reason. Okay, it's always good for us to listen to what this person is saying, open arms and welcome them, create a space whereby they can actually talk freely and then look for ways to act on that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so Naomi, response measures, how do you think this, do you actually think that society actually responds to issues like this, especially workplace abuse and rape and things like that?
Okay, for me recently, someone spoke to me about an abuse. It wasn't sexually. This is an abuse of physical abuse, husband to wife. And when she said it, the first thing I did was to listen. After I listened, I asked questions like, what did you do? Why did he do that? And at the end of the day, I knew I was not in a position to judge this case or to render help, but at least I did listen to this person. And the only thing I could do was to refer that friend to an agency that I know is against the gender abuse and marital violence and all those things. And in the end, when I was getting a report from her, I was like, did you go there? Did you still talk to them? She said she did. And after she explained everything to them, and the lady there was like, why you go even do that kind of thing? Do you get? Yeah. So if the society, an agency like that is asking, why you could do that kind of thing? So you are actually telling the person to keep quiet and not to come out again to say such a thing. And then when the person told me, I just told her, I say, not mind them. Normally, now waiting they go do, but as you have spoken that it is good, then from then we can now look at ways in which we can help, individually to bring out people from that environment, from that scenario, from that abuse. So for me, I feel when the society is listening and then giving them the courage to continue to speak up and not go back to that same situation, that same abuse, or to that same person who keep abusing them, or whichever way, I believe we'll be able to make something out of it. First of all, we just need to listen to them, replace their fear with strength, encourage them. When you encourage them, when you give them the strength, when you give them the encouragement and everything that they need, I believe more people will come out, and then the society will be able to welcome them and respond to them effectively.
So talking about rape and sexual abuse, especially in relationship, now you're already intimate with this person. How can you actually decipher that? How can you, differentiate or rather, I don't really know how to put it, but I know you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, you're already intimate with this person.
Yes.
You're in a relationship with this person. Now, there's some kind of, scenario that looks like rape.
Yeah.
How can you actually manage such situations? And a lot of people might even be in such situations, but they cannot really tell that this is really an abuse. But just because they are already intimate with that person, so it is now as though it is a normal thing. So can you speak on that, Momo?
Yeah, relationship whereby you now hear cases like I was raped by my fiance. It may be rare. It may come as a surprise to you because you are saying, "Are you guys not in a relationship? Why are you not saying you raped me and all of that?" I'm going to share a story real quick about a friend of mine that struggled in a relationship. Struggled with this girl that he wanted to get married to. Why was it? Because previous relationship that the girl had, she was abused. And even while they were together, this is years back, and while they were together with this new guy who they were about to get married, whenever this guy, they're together, he wants to touch her, she has this shock. She still remembers. She even gets shocked and she calls the other guy's name, the former person.
Trauma.
The trauma affected this relationship so much, and then so it's something that we really need to speak about and Amar about. When you say consent is actually very, very, very key. You may be with somebody, you may be intimate with that person, and maybe you're having a fight, and the person says, "I don't want you to touch me this night." You should be able to respect that. Not trying to force your way into it, saying nobody would believe you, or think we're actually having fun, no matter the screams. So it happens both ways, even with guys too. You may not believe it. A guy may say, "I don't want you to touch me," and the woman will say, "It's a lie, I must touch you because this is how I want." I don't want to go further. If you don't, this is society. I'm not saying it's not common. Did I say common? I'm not judging common factor. You are society now. You are laughing at this thing. I'm saying that it happens to guys. So if you are society, you're telling us that it's not valid, or how valid is that? That means guys actually go through that.
Question.
Okay.
How valid can you?
If it wasn't valid, I won't come on national television to start sharing this.
Of course, you have to break it down and make us understand. Because
how should I break it down? How the guy was saying no, and the lady was thinking no is yes.
Because
it depends on how the guy said no.
This might be kind of strange to some certain persons that a man saying no.
Yeah, men will say
because people believe that men are always ready to embrace as far as they are in a relationship with someone.
I believe that's why we have youth perspective program
that come to. That's what I mean when I say how valid is that. Can you defend that more? Just buttress on it.
Yes, it's valid when a guy tells the lady, "I do not want," and the lady keep pestering the guy, and then even go as far as using every other means to affect the lady. Can even I don't want to say change it on the guy and say it's guy that is arising the person. And sometimes this whole abuse may happen to a relationship where the victim would not even know that it's been abused. We call it the Stockholm syndrome, whereby someone is say again.
Go ahead.
Yeah, whereby someone is, maltreating you in such a way because of maybe the financial benefit you are getting from this person, or the emotional, or however the person is teasing you. Yeah, you just feel, or maybe the fear of, if it's maybe is in a marriage, the fear of who's going to take care of my children? Am I going to leave after this? Let me just manage this. After all, it just slaps me once in a while. So people just allow this to happen. That's how it happens in a relationship. So it's very valid. Both genders actually go through abuse even whilst in a relationship. So don't discard that, Joe.
Yeah, that works. And with that, we're going to take a very short break, and then when we come back, continue on this discussion. Stay with us.
May just be scared that they go out to society may not even hear them. They'll be ashamed of the stigma that may come from expressing these things. They'll say, now let you 9 day. If you not fit me, you come out, another person go enter. Such comments shouldn't be coming from a human being, talk less of a man or a woman. So I like to always tell people that you should, instead of just judging or rushing to conclusion, you should listen to what this survivor is saying, because I call them survivors. If you can come out and speak against or talk about what you've been through, you are a survivor. So listen to what you are saying, what the person is saying, and try to understand and listen first. Then you can maybe judge later if you want to. I don't think we need to judge. Let's do the judging part and see how we can actually address this holistically.
So Naomi, coming from a woman's perspective, can you talk on that?
From a woman perspective, like me generally, I love to have my money, and I believe every woman wants to work and have their own money. We should be financially independent. We shouldn't depend on man for our daily upkeep. So coming from what is said, saying being controlling about your finance, I don't think a man or a husband has the right to control the wife's or the girlfriend or the fiance's finance. It is not ideal. Your money is your money. She's not controlling yours, so you have no right to control hers. If I'm just going to say, I will say probably because maybe in this scenario, the woman might not be working and we need to depend on the man for everything. That is when that financial abuse comes in for me. If I'm not working and I'm in an abusive relationship and I don't have any means of surviving when I live there, I will want to stay. You cannot control me with your finance and how I spend it when you give it to me. But if I have my money and I still want to stay alive, I want to be a survivor like you said, I should be able to work out and not restrict myself to that person.
As a woman, how do you manage that situation when you find yourself in a situation where you see that your partner is trying to financially abuse the person?
I'll walk away. That would just be me. I will walk away because I still tell you, you have no right to control my finance.
Okay, moving forward, we've talked about sexual abuse, and we cannot just round off that discussion without, linking it up with the digital abuse.
Okay, bully, cyber bully.
Yeah, cyber bully. Especially there's one that they call sextortion right now. When someone gets somebody's nudes and then you're going to extort them with that.
Blackmail,
Yeah. So how do you think society can manage this, looking at it from the youth perspective? We're youth, so a lot of people that go through these things, are you that as your last words for today on that?
For me, why would you want to share your nude pictures or videos with someone? Even if it's a boyfriend, even if it's your father, even if it's your mother, you have no rights because
what if it's your husband?
You cannot control their phones.
What if it's your husband?
My husband cannot even ask me for that. I will be wondering, why would he need it when I am with you always?
What if it's a long distance relationship and the husband is not there?
I will still not share.
As a person who usually take this to just let it be pleasing.
I will not share because I don't know. My mind, the way I think, and I might just feel that it is just me and you.
Okay.
You are with the phone, yes. But what if you have another phone recorded from behind and they are seeing everything? And it might not even be those that record it most cases. You might see that their friend might just get their phone and they're probably going through it without phone lock, or they have different lock on phone. We have on WhatsApp. You can decide to lock your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your everything. So external persons will not get access to it. So if at the end of the day, this person that takes record or take pictures of your nude and you don't have a phone lock, a friend comes and picks it, sees the picture, shares it to his own phone, another person goes and share, another person goes and share. At the end of the day, your phone, your picture is reaching the whole world without you knowing. And then by the time it's coming to you, you are, I don't know, for me, I'll become sick all of a sudden because a lot will be going through my head. It will disturb me. So for me not to go through that process in my life, for me not to go through emotional damage or emotional torture, I will not share my nude pictures, and I will not advise anybody to take my nude pictures. If you do, I will arrest you. I will sue you.
All right, that's on the lighter note there. Viewers, you've heard from our guest today that you can actually, help yourself, especially survivors. If you see that you're going through situations that, seem like these signs and symptoms that we've shared with you today, it is always okay to reach out to people. Like some persons say, once you share it with someone, that alone reduces the burden of that, abuse. And with that, we round up today.